Alright, what we have here is a tutorial or do-it-yourself video for an Audi TT, and quite frankly there's not nearly enough of these online, so hopefully some of you will jump on the bandwagon. Apologize for the lack of quality, and I'll try to be as detailed as possible, but what I'm doing and why you're here is a troubleshoot or do-it-yourself repair of the reservoir, the washer fluid reservoir for mine's a 2001 Audi TT. And it had at the time 78,000 miles on it before the washer pump. This top one here is for your windshield, and the bottom one here is for your front headlight things that shoot out and squirt on the headlights washer. Actually, both of those failed due to using the Rain-X additive that can go into the washer fluid, or the debugging for the windshield. Anyway, stick to using just the regular straight blue fluid. You won't run into this problem. Also, the little, I forget what they call this, but it's got two prongs on it that goes in, and I think this is what tells your car that you're low on washer fluid. That actually gets a strange film on it that you may have read about on other do-it-yourself threads already that you kind of can't describe, but it's on there, and when you take it off, I don't know if it's just cold weather climates or what, but it's a film, and you got to clean that off. Otherwise, even if your pumps are okay, your car will assume that you are out of fluid. So anyway, for the sake of time, I'm just trying to do this in one take because the quality kind of sucks, and I'm by no means a mechanic, but what you'll need for this is basically jack your car up, take your tire off, as I have, and then you'll need a Torx. I believe this is a T25, and you'll need a 10 millimeter, it doesn't have to be deep socket, but a 10 millimeter socket, and it's got to have an extension on it that gets way up in there because one of your bolts is way up in there. But in somewhat of order of the process, take your tire off, jack your car up, take your tire off. Don't forget to pop off your cap for your washer fluid reservoir up there, because this will be coming down out of the car and you can break it or mangle it or something like that. And then you're going to remove the 4 or 5 Torx screws for your fender skin or wheel well or whatever you want to call it. There's, I think, 3 down here, another one up high, and another one on the inside by the shock. Take those off, move this thing out of the way, and then you basically just have 2 bolts. They're 10 millimeter. Remember, I believe the small one goes on the bottom, on the top, and then the larger one will be for your bottom. You can't see it. I'm not even going to begin to describe it, but it's up there. It's near the top where the fill is, up inside the fender well. That one's going to come off, and by the way, drain your fluid by popping one of these things off. And then you have another one here, and this whole thing will kind of just come out. So what you're looking at is my repair. Actually, this pump had failed and separated and broken and wasn't pumping at all. This one was leaking, and I had to clean this. For some of your online parts stores, I think I use ECS tuning. You can buy each one of these for like $4 or $5. Probably worth buying all of it. You can get all this for $20 while you're in here. And I went ahead and replaced, Volkswagen does some sort of a whatever you call this. It's like some sort of a clamp with a C clamp in there. It was leaking out around that. I tried to glue it, didn't work. So I went ahead and bypassed that, a little piece of tube. And 3/8, by the way, is your dimensions for the size that you're going to need. I went ahead and bypassed that, put a nice clamp on there, a whole new section of pipe, and 2 more clamps with a 3/8 coupling to just get rid of that whole, this is the dumbest setup I've ever seen. Anyway, so that little windshield washer light that's on the dash of your car, if that comes on, it's one of the 3 or 4 things that we just kind of mentioned, or a combination thereof. You do all this, you fix it, you throw it back in, pour fluid in it, make sure it's not leaking out anywhere, which is what I'm going to do right now. I've already done this. I've taken this thing apart 4 or 5 times, and you have your windshield washer reservoir troubleshoot and basic repair. And now I'm going to go ahead, I might tack this onto the same video. I'm going to talk about a do-it-yourself repair for the rear windscreen failure in the Audi TT, and the belt replacement, drilling out the rivets, and just kind of a sort of a similar how-to. Thanks for watching.